laws of attraction, my thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge gon' sink in? Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Lemonade, lemonade.
Tie me up in chains. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
An absolutely perfect fall afternoon for football, and we are under bright blue Colorado skies at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down, New England.
Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, Butler complete. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On first and 10, it's Hurts. This is Butler making the catch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Shaquille Barrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Lock and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their own 16. He'll throw from the gun. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Michael Brockers.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
4.
Lock gonna throw. This is the tight end Fant. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Harris to return. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 26-yard line.
Of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Go full strip. Check 26, check 26.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 7.
Here we go. 64. Check.
They look to throw. It's Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
That's good.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not he came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
On first down, it's Gibson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. We're scoreless after 1. The football, it's loose. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
On the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
From the gun, it's Locke. He stiff-arms him. He's got his big tight end, Fan. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt in that 2nd drive, CD. They turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
A very solid gain of 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Mostert, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Throwing is Hurts. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Boyd. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Here's Mostert, toss left side. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
He was brought down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Hurts. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Mostert, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
At their own 25-yard line.
It's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Throwing on 2nd down. Block. Open man Hamler. That's complete. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Hurts sets up to throw it. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's Third down and 2 yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Let's go, defense. Out of time. It's out of time. 56.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. After the turnover, here's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. He's got a man, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Locke now on 1st down. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Like 22, he's got
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Sack. A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd down and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. On the crossing route, complete. That's Jenkins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Locke working out of the gun. Completes it to Fant on the right side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 23 yards on the play.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Patriots have it.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 10-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And got his man complete. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. An even 90 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, 77 yards. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
His kick.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Broncos 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Mostert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run the draw with Mostert. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. On
third down, here comes Mostert. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forcing field goal.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun snap to Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain there of 21 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll start on the ground with Mostert, and he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense, and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Well, it was 2nd and long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. pulled in at the 32. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
I had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They'll get this out wide to Boyd. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. This is Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Forced out to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They look to throw. It's Locke. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Patriots' 9-yard line.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. From the gun, Locke. And it's caught. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. First down Broncos as Locke finds Judy.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Again, they'll throw with Locke. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Zach Ertz, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
The kick is,
and he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Patriots.
So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And this is secured by the Patriots. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2nd and 8.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
And it's 3rd down.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
8-yard pickup.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were thrown for a loss.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often. Not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England. So for New England, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Yeah.